Alright, y'all, so new week, same thing. We're here to break down the charts. Enough of that yapping.
Say hood.
First pair we have this week is GBP NZD. We can see clear as day we are in a bullish trend. At the moment, I want to see a breakout either towards the upside or towards the downside. So until that happens, we're just going to put waiting on the daily time frame. Next is odd JPY, same thing, waiting for the breakout so we can do this. Price is finally having that retap back and towards that recent broken structure. Let's go towards the 4 hour, but 4 hour time frame, like you all can see, is bullish. So this would have been a good trade if the 4 hour was already in sync with the daily trend, which was bearish, but in this case they're out of sync and I'm simply not interested. So we can put this 4 hour breaker structure. Odd CHF, we can see the retracement happening. 4 hour, 4 hours bullish, so I'm simply not interested. Put that there. NZD USD, recent trade we lost. We are now just waiting for the breakout towards the upside or breakout towards the downside. NZD CAD, this is just overall ugly. You can see the choppiness within market. I want to see something clean when we gave us a breakout around here. You can obviously see the clean structure flip. Give me a second. From bearish to then bullish. Price had the clean retracement and the continuation. As of right now, price is a little choppy and I simply will just walk away and go to the next pair. USD CHF, waiting on the retracement. USD JPY, same thing as NZD CAD. You can see both of these pairs are favoring one another based off of how ugly and choppy it is. So just simply be patient and allow price to give you cleaner structure overall and go from there. Euro GBP, same thing, waiting on the breakout, waiting on the breakout. I guess since we're waiting on the breakout, and truth be told, price does not look like it wants to retrace anymore, and that's just based off of this bullish engulfing that price is showing me off of the daily time frame. I'm sure enough if I go towards the 4 hour, we don't have a structured flip, so this is interesting. So the 4 hour is bearish. I can draw it out actually. The 4 hour is bearish, which allows me to see, one, that the daily and the 4 hour are already out of sync and I'm not interested. But two, we could possibly see price form this retracement like it's doing now and then have another dump towards the downside just based off of the 4 hour structure being bearish. Don't get me, wrong. This might not happen. This is just what I do see since the 4 hour is bearish. And in order for the daily time frame to continue towards the upside, we will have to see this 4 hour go from bearish to then bullish to then have that continuation back towards the upside. So right now we just gotta wait and see what happens, but I'm not expecting anything too much out of Euro GBP. If price does give us a break towards the upside, that'll be good. We'll just look for the retest and then get in for that continuation. But as of right now, we can actually put this as the number one as of not ready yet and just see what happens and how price develops. Odd CAD, same thing, ugly, simply waiting for the breakout. NZD JPY, it is having a retest, but you can already see one thing I want to establish is that I am the simple break, retest, continuation, right? I look for the first initial breakout, the first initial pullback, and then the first initial continuation. I don't look for the second pullback, the second rejection, and the second continuation, because you can obviously see we had the initial break, we had the initial retracement, and we had the initial push back down towards the downside. And right now that's showing me that price does not have enough momentum to continue towards the downside based off of, one, the rejection, and now two, how price is having some bullish momentum getting back towards that recent broken structure. If price is tapping too much around this area, I simply won't trade it just because I like to be the first one in, if that makes sense. Like I said, I want to be the first one that has the break, first one to have the retracement, and the first continuation. We can already see the break, retracement, continuation was already established, and as of right now, price rejected the downside and now is possibly wanting to move back towards the upside, but we'll just have to wait and find out. There's no point of trying to trade this back towards the downside. Simply wait until price gives you a clearer and a cleaner structure bias about the trade overall. GBP same thing, ugly, not ready yet. I think I talked to y'all before about how this is the overall lower high structure. If we look at it like this, if I can get my tool, we had our high, higher low, higher high, break of structure, another break of structure, and then another break of structure back down towards the downside. And as of right now, we can see basically all of this is just the mini structure inside the overall bias, which is a down trend. So this is my lower high structure, and I do have these minor structure areas marked off just to see how price is reacting towards certain levels in certain areas. So not too much is going on with GBP I'm actually going to drag this to the bottom of the list. Next, GBP obviously nothing. I'm not really interested. Same thing, not interested. Waiting for that pullback, waiting for that pullback, waiting for the breakout, waiting. Yeah, so I don't see anything else on our list. So the top 3 pairs we have for this week is GBP NZD, AUD JPY, and NZD USD. But truth be told, my number one would be GBP NZD, just based off of how strong we had a reaction from this 227 level. You can obviously see this strong bearish candle step into play. Sure enough, if I go towards the weekly time frame, we can see a huge rejection. So based off of this rejection off of the weekly time frame, based off of the bearish engulfing candle that is stepping in now, and how much selling pressure we had from this level, going towards a 4-hour, like you all can see, we already had the switch of structure going from bullish to now bearish. I will be looking for price to come later this week, give us the breakout of this recent higher low. As price has the retracement on the daily time frame, as soon as we can tap back into this recent broken structure, this is when I will go towards the 4-hour to then find my zone. And on the 4-hour time frame, sure enough, you can see the recent break of structure right here. So overall, looking for price to get back towards this recent area of interest. Look for price to tap into if we can reject and maintain underneath. Zooming out, looking towards the left, let's see how many rejections we can actually find. Let's go towards the daily. Okay, so we have a few rejections towards this area of support and resistance on the daily time frame, which is good. Again, being a higher time frame, that's what I want to see anyway if price is hesitant about breaking through. So a very, very good area of interest. Like you all know, we just need 2 more taps. In this case, we definitely have 2 more taps, so I will be using this zone. Looking for price to form that rejection, maintain underneath, and most important thing is looking for the flip of structure on the 15-minute time frame. If that is possible, we will then catch this trade back down towards the downside like so, looking for something like this. So that's what we're looking at for this week. Again, probably we won't catch any trades, I'm not too sure, but you never know what happens within price like y'all saw last week. So let's pray about it, allow the Lord to lead us to a winning setup and go from there. So y'all stay tuned, and I will catch y'all later on. Deuces.